Welcome to my channel, Know and Awaken Your Soul's Unlimited Potential. This is my first video of the year 2024, and I just want to ask you, how is your 2024 going so far? Are you starting to honor your intentions, or are you currently engaged in self-sabotage and procrastination and saying, I'm just going to start my new intentions for the year tomorrow, and before you know it, a whole week has already passed? So I just want to ask you, if you have not yet started, it's not too late to start. You can get started right now. Make sure that you're super intentional with everything that you do so that you're able to level up different areas of your life. I did share with you some insights, some tips for you that will help make your 2024 way better than the last year. So if you haven't checked out the video, make sure you go check it out. I'll leave the link to that video at the end of this current video. Today I want to talk about some insights that I'm currently gathering from a brilliant book I'm reading called The Conscious Parent by Dr. Shefali. It's an incredible book for any person who's a current parent or any person who even interacts with children. It could be your nieces, your nephews, your godchildren, I don't know. As long as you have kids that maybe you interact with either daily or just one-on-one basis once in a while, it doesn't matter. This is an incredible book that will help you show up and be better and set basically a better example for these kids and impacting wisdom from more of your higher perspective and not from an egoic perspective. And funny thing is that even this book, even if you don't have a parent, it can also help you to get in touch with yourself and kind of like resolve certain things from yourself that you might have gathered consciously or unconsciously from your parents, who of course were also parented by their own parents, right? So kind of like you want to break the generational kind of like upbringing and really operating from a conscious kind of place. So even if you don't have a child right now, it can also help you to heal those aspects that you might have gathered unconsciously from your own parents, so that you can be a better parent in the future if at all that is in the cards. Okay, so brilliant book, I cannot stress that enough. But there's a particular part of the book that I really wanted to highlight in this current video that I'm doing right now, and that's about the expectations that we were given by our parents or by our society that kind of like went against who we were designed to be. So here's the thing, right? We are all souls having a human experience, which means that as a soul, you did have a plan as to why you chose this current avatar that we call your body, the people that are in your life right now, your mother, your father, your siblings, your aunties, all of that. There's a reason why you chose this experience where you currently are right now, because it was the best opportunity for your soul to grow and evolve, to learn the lessons that you needed to learn in this lifetime with whatever circumstances that you're presented for yourself. But now, when you're incarnated into a family and then you're met with certain expectations that go against our soul, right? And sometimes these expectations that are given to us, they're not necessarily bad expectations, right? Of course, any parent will want their child to succeed and will want to present their child with the best opportunity to do so, right? And to do that right now, for most parents, it's kind of like looking around you and seeing what is deemed as successful, what is deemed as the place where my child is going to have the most success, the most money, have the most amazing networks, right? And we want to push our children towards those directions and give them the best opportunity for them to live the most abundant experiences for themselves. But sometimes when you do that, you're actually forcing your child to go into a place that they were not designed to go to, right? And that's what I want to highlight. I mean, how many adults right now can we say that are in careers right now that really don't fill them up? You're just going through the motions because you have to go to a job, because you have to pay your bills and all that, but your job really doesn't fulfill you. Is it a wonder that we have people in currently professions, and because they're not really passionate about it and they don't really care so much about what they're doing, they end up making so many mistakes that end up ruining other people's lives because they're in jobs that really don't fulfill them. And why are they in those jobs? It's because that is the expectation that was given to them by their parents or even by their society, because that was the only path that apparently was the best path for them to succeed. And that is really who I want to talk to right now. Okay, I was really meditating on this, and the thing that came up for me was that, will you ever find it? Let's look at nature. Can a cat ever wake up and say that I want to be a dog and insist on being a dog for the rest of its life? Because maybe the cat realizes that maybe the dog has the most amazing fun. It's loved by the human beings. It's taken for washes, and like a cat might envy the dog's life because they think that the dog is living their best life compared to the life that they're living. So a cat wakes up and says, you know what? I think that being a dog is what will work best for me. So let me try that. Okay, fine. The cat can decide to be a dog and start acting like a dog and start hanging out with the dogs, but essentially nature does not recognize that, right? You're still a cat as much as you want to try and be a dog. And eventually, if the cat, for example, thinks like, I'm such a big, strong dog or whatever, let me go and show my alphaness to this pack of dogs, what's going to happen? Because maybe of its size, the cat cannot maybe be able to defend itself against the attack from this, alpha dogs or whatever. So essentially, even though the cat in essence feels like there's something wrong with me being a cat, let me try to be a dog, it doesn't mean that the whole world will actually try to conform to help you be that, because that's not who you were designed to be. And the minute you go against who you were designed to be, the only thing you're going to create is so much chaos. In this case, for the cat, is that if it insists on being a dog and acting like a dog and hanging out with the dogs, eventually it will encounter an enemy that it might not be able to fight itself out of, right? A dog that is way stronger than the cat. And because the cat is thinking like, hey, I'm a dog, I'm an alpha dog, whatever, the dog is just going to eventually kill the cat, right? Because that dog does not recognize the cat as a dog, right? The cat is a cat. I hope that analogy makes sense to you. I hope you're following me. But the reason why I'm talking about this is that the minute we decide to go against our soul essence, the minute we try to be something that we are not, the only thing that we create is chaos on the outside. So here's the thing, you're always manifesting throughout your life. Whether you do so consciously or unconsciously, you manifest anytime you make certain choices, because choices always have consequences, and the consequences is how we experience our manifestation. So the minute you decide that as a soul, I'm going to go against who I was designed to be, of course you're going to manifest, but what will happen is that you're essentially designed to manifest functionally. But if you decide to go against how you were designed to manifest, the only thing you do is you'll end up creating a lot of dysfunction in your life. And how is dysfunction created? Dysfunction is manifested through your health, through your finances, through your relationships. Like there will always be chaos in certain aspects of your life because you're going against who you were designed to be. But the minute you decide to come back to yourself and realign with your true path, with your true soul's path and your true soul's purpose, you'll find that because you're starting to express yourself in a way that you were designed to create, and you're working hand in hand with the universe, then creating more abundance for yourself in the health, the finances, and the relationship will be so much easier, because you're not going against the universe, you're not going against nature, you're not going against who you were designed to be. So I cannot stress that enough. Really connect with the essence of you. I want you to just, if you're watching this and maybe this is something you struggle with, I really want you to find ways that you can connect with your true self, your soul. Open that line of communication and just ask for your soul, your higher self, to show you the path that is right for you. Okay, it might not reveal itself right now, but the more and more you ask of the universe, the minute that you're ready to open up to that path that you were designed to follow, everything will align synchronistically to align you to that path, to get you to follow your soul's true path. But if you keep on insisting on trying to be something that you're not, because this is who your parents told, or this is what your parents told you that will bring you more success, or not, sometimes it's not even the parents, it's even the expectations we have of ourselves based on what we've seen in society. For some people, maybe when they were growing up as children, their true passion and their true desire was just to draw. They loved art. But someone somewhere, through no control of the circumstance or whatever, someone somewhere told this child that being an art an artist is not a true career path. Like, you'll never be successful. You'll die poor and hungry, like, some of the artists that maybe are in the society currently, right? And because of that, maybe this child gave up their passion and decided to follow a path that was more acceptable to society, right? So this person, instead of following the artistic side, they decided to follow the doctor route or the lawyer route or the business route or whatever, and they end up in a career that really doesn't fill their souls up. For some people, there actually a lot of people, I would say right now, are following their shadow purpose. The shadow purpose is probably, maybe it could have been something that you were good at as a child. Maybe you were good at dancing. For me, I'll say that growing up, I was good at dancing, right? So for a long time, I was 100% convinced that being a dancer was my true path, and I followed that path for such a long time. It's only that I really didn't put a lot of energy to it, because on the inside, if I was being honest, there's something that just didn't sit right with me with that path. Something just didn't click for me. But when I found my true path, when I found my soul purpose, it's kind of like, I want to say it was like trumpets, when you found like, the sound you make in your head, like you just found your path, right? That was it for me when I found my work with the Akashic Records and also with Quantum Flow, which is what I currently work with, and becoming a coach. It just felt right to me. It just felt natural to me. Dancing never felt like that. So as much as so many people told me like, oh, you're such a good dancer, this is, and all of that, right? I could have followed that path and I could have insisted on that path, okay? Because it was something that I thought I was passionate about, but it wasn't really what my soul wanted me to do. It wasn't really what my soul was here to do. So if you don't connect even with your higher self, even with the best of intentions, right? You could decide, I'm gonna follow my passion. My passion is, for example, studying the stock market and all of that, because I found that people make a lot of money when they do stock market and all of that. Let me try that. Okay, fine, you can go and do that, but you're still not designed to create abundance in that way. Maybe you were designed to be a counselor, and a counselor will bring you more abundance. But so many people go against that because everything and their belief system tells them that I can never be successful as this, I can only be successful as that. And they spend so much time and energy trying to be something that they're not. So if this is you, honestly, I'm just telling you that it is, take this video as a sign that it is time to connect to your true soul's purpose and stop mucking around, Do not get to the end of your life and find that you regret the choices that you didn't make. The time to get started is now. Set that intention that this year I'm going to find my soul's true path. Not the path set out to me by my parents or my parents' parents or my society or my friends or whatever. I'm going to find the path that works best for my soul, and I'm going to honor that. And I'm going to make sure that I spend my energy, my time, my everything making this path a reality. And you find that the minute you start working hand in hand with your universe, with the divine, with who you were designed to be, you'll find that things in your life will just start working out. You'll start manifesting through your health, having better relationships, having better finances, because you're truly following your soul's highest calling. Okay? So I hope this message resonated with you. Make sure you check out the book. I haven't finished the book yet. I'm still in the process of reading, and I'm going to be sharing insights based on anything I find interesting in the book going forward. So thank you so much for tuning in. I really hope you resonated with this message. If you have, share with me what your favorite part of this video was. Share with me, comments down below, and you never know, you might inspire someone else to see the world the way you do. Okay? And as always, starting off this year, I've designed a beautiful meditation just to get you started and to get you set up for success in this year, and to also help you connect with your inner self. This powerful meditation, which is based on the quantum flow methodology I work with, is designed to help you reconnect with your true self, reconnect with your higher guidance, so that you can be able to tune into your intuition and really hear what your next best path is for yourself. So if at all anything that I've said in this message has resonated with you today, and you want to connect with your true self, your higher self, you can check out this powerful meditation that I've prepared for you that will help you reconnect with that and hear that voice clearly for yourself. Okay, and really connect with your soul guidance. If you're curious about this, the meditation is free, and I've left the link to that down in the description box. And as always, I end all my videos by sharing how my work with the soul realignment, which is based on working with the Akashic Records and quantum flow methodology, can actually help you awaken this highest and best potential for yourself. So first of all, with the quantum flow methodology, which is designed to clear your nervous system, rewire your nervous system, clearing all the past trauma, all the emotional wounds, all the micro traumas that you've carried within yourself all the way from your mother's womb. A lot of us are operating from an unconscious kind of patterns that are not even coming from us, are coming from the people who are around us when we were children, and we've embodied certain beliefs that don't really support our highest being, and we're operating and creating our life based on those unconscious patterns, which are limiting in so many ways. So quantum flow is designed to help you break down those patterns, break down that stuck energy within your nervous system, and get the energy flowing again, so that you can now start creating a better life for yourself. You can start manifesting well-being in your physical, in your mental, in your emotional, in your spiritual, in your energetic well-being. So if you're curious about this and you want to learn more on how you can rewire your nervous system so that you can set yourself up for success in this new year, you can check out the link down below. You can book a discovery call for me if you have any questions for me, or just go ahead and book a session with me and just say yes to your best potential, yes to your best self in this new year. The second modality I do work with is called soul realignment, so which is based on working with the Akashic Records. So the beauty about soul realignment, right, is that it essentially goes and analyzes who your true self is, your soul. Who are you designed to be? So what soul realignment does is that it looks at how your soul was designed originally. When you were first initially created, what gifts were you given in order to create more abundance for yourself? Because every one of us is gifted in a certain way, and those gifts is what we're supposed to leverage to create a better human experience. So remember, in this entire video, I was talking about people who go against who they were designed to be, thus creating a lot of chaos in their life. Soul realignment actually gets to the root cause of who you were designed to be, right? So first of all, giving you gifts, and after that, it helps you determine all the choices that you made, both in your past life and also in your current life, that are creating so many blocks within your soul blueprint that are blocking you from tapping into your divine gifts. Okay, because a lot of people are operating based on their past, so many mistakes they made in their past lives. They keep on recreating the same mistakes over and over again because they don't have awareness of where they're making the same choices again. They keep on making the same choices and creating more luck for themselves. So if you're curious about this and you want to clear all this negative karma that's been in your soul blueprint for so many lifetimes, if you're ready to awaken your full potential and truly access your divine gifts as you were meant to access them in this current lifetime, and if this message resonates with you, make sure you book a session with me down below, a soul realignment session. Or if you have more questions for me, you can go ahead and book a discovery call and ask any questions you have for me. If not, you can go ahead and ask me, connect with me on Facebook or Instagram or Messenger, and just ask any questions that you have, and I'll always be happy to answer you. For now, I'm sending you so much love, and I cannot wait to celebrate with you in this new year and help you become the best that you can be in 2024. Thank you so much for tuning in, and bye for now.